Reggae Soundfest, a 2-night show. I could talk about it. This Reggae Soundfest 2025 is a red bell pepper without the flame. I'm not gonna be biased. I think them not organize and structure them thing right. I see a lot of foul play. I see a lot of styling. I see a lot of disrespect going. I think the crowd really turn out to see the crowning of Vybz Kartel officially. And I think that's why Reggae Soundfest actually have this massive crowd. Now, I take on a couple performance, and me not lie, the performance them was good, right? Skeng, as usual, Skeng keep on surprising. You understand? Skeng come out as the Joker and him deliver as usual. Masicka came out and him deliver. Jahahii came out and him deliver. But there's something about Jahahii performance that got the crowd and got a lot of fans of Vybz Kartel riled up. During Jahahii performance, Jahahii give Masicka him flowers and say, yo, I don't know what kind of shoes that you are wearing. But none of them not bad like your shoes lace. Him see and him hear say crown I go pass out and everybody know who I go actually get a crown. That was Vybz Kartel that night. I see a lot of people in the comment that say, I know Vybz Kartel him attack because Vybz Kartel him good and whatever. But my question to you is, who was getting a crown? It wasn't Beenie Man. It wasn't Spice. It wasn't Skeng. It wasn't Tamily. It was Vybz Kartel that was getting a crown on that night.
I really believe for your heart, come out, get visa. You not even know I could get visa. But I got that's a testimony. England, visa again. Reach a Euro. I mean, they done make a promise to Father God, I come out. They're not perfect, but they not do no rubbish. They not get in trouble, they not promote certain things. Then I pass. Like I said, that's just me. I'm never live by them words until I'm dead. You see me? I'm gonna know what happened to me if we still in prison. So I have to live by the promise we make to God. See this guy. Die. Bury. Really. Every phone line. No matter what's going through, count your blessings, yeah. Jamaica, we are alive. 2025. Well, today, happy day. That is the greatest. No matter what we're going through.
Now, I noticed Masicka, when Masicka came out on his set, he was disappointed, he was upset. And, he make a statement that this is going to be his final appearance at Reggae Soundfest. We don't know what really take place, but we know that Masicka and Scatter now see eye to eye, right? And we already know that Masicka and Aishana was banging at one point, and that's why it's a photo hype and Masicka no get along. Did Scatter actually violate Masicka, or them take too long to send on Masicka upon him set? What was the case? Nobody know because Masicka never revealed. But when Masicka came out, him say, yo, him a bad whatever boy, and him not take stylings. You understand? But right after that, then Jahahii came out and made that reference to Jahahii make. So did something happen between Masicka and Vybz Kartel and Scatter and Joe? Why Jahahii actually come out and say that? You don't have to read between the lines, because Jahahii and Kartel not have nothing. The last time we checked, Jahahii did actually give Vybz Kartel him flowers. So all of a sudden, this just appeared. Something happened backstage while all of this happened. But again, nobody don't know because it have not been said.
Can't take the style thing now, bad boy. Ready now, Jimmy? Come then. And you know we made money or something. And me a boy no beg no friend, you hear that? Oh, and them come here. But the one side fans them then I'm on here. Every food now we have some. Every food now we have some. What have been going there? Me say me lonely at the top of the hill. Hey, me say me not a far. Louis V don't go. Tell them I'm on this star. She be telling me all about it. I love me getting every girl in her. Let me sit down here. Let me see how the ladies of my way of saying something. Oh, I see every good body girl out here with something like that. Mix me know. Really like teachers, feel the fine teachers. No boy no determine my future. No girl no determine my future. A Jahahii. All I want to do is see a Jahahii in a something. So me tell you that. Me get the 6 7 out and then take that. Take like it. Take life, everybody. Take life, live life. Started that to the time that everybody that can't, they can't deny that figure. Sumfest. In the worst nightmare, they got bad lightning. I one side to the landslide. And we run for me. We say Sienna, we say Canterbury, we say Rosite. See you looking at money. The dog starts hello and stall and coffee store. Balance that! When me say DJ, I don't know what kind of boot that you have on. But me say them no bad like your shoes lace. Them say crown and put out and crown and go. Nobody, none of them. Hey, Sumfest, it never answer the people.
That was one of the problem that me see. You understand what I mean? During Reggae Sumfest. Now, the next issue that I see is the massive stampede. What really happened that caused that massive stampede? A lot of people got hurt and a lot of people could have died. You understand? During that whole process. So, what really took place there, so? Where was the firm security system that to stop things like that? That seems like it wasn't in place. Seems like something happened that it was security fault. That was another one. You understand? Now, the other one that I see that happened is a massive disrespect. And this disrespect took place between Spice, Kartel, and Nuffy. I remember my one MC Nuffy. And I said, brother, sometimes you have to chill. You are the MC and you bring on Kartel. Allow Kartel for work. You understand? You have to understand your role as an MC. You have to know when to chip in, because a lot of time you chip in at the right time to help Kartel, to boost the crowd, because you see Kartel kind of lost the energy. A lot of time you chip in at the right time. But sometimes you chip in on the wrong time because you don't know your place. Now, in this case, I don't blame you. May I tell you straight up, I don't blame you. Because Kartel call you, right? Kartel is the one that call you. After I'm picking crown, which again, this is the very much unprofessionalism of handing over a crown. For one, the speech of the queen has not made yet. So, why was Kartel has the crown in his hand? He's not supposed to have it in his hand until you actually crown him. You understand? So Kartel has the crown and Kartel called Nuffy. Remember, Spice is right here. So if Kartel sent for Spice to put on the crown, why was Kartel calling Nuffy to give Nuffy the crown? To put on the crown on him? A lot of you are going to say nothing go so. But me I go want to listen to this clip when Kartel himself made the statement who I put on the crown.
The people them said this is the crown.
On behalf of the entire Jamaica, the music fraternity, Joe Bogdanovich and Reggae Sumfest, we are here to crown the legend, Adija. Oh, Nuffy. Remember, send the king send for me, no?
Yeah, no do that,
and the king said, no man Nuffy put the crown upon him head.
Yes.
Remember, me there Europe and the king said, Queen,
yes.
are you my want to put the crown upon my head?
you just give them back their money.
Yeah.
I know.
Right. So on the earphone itself, so me not carrying a mix up. Right? Kartel himself was confused of who's gonna put on the crown. Now, Spice realized that Kartel called Nuffy. And remember this, Spice and Nuffy never get along until actually Kartel make them get along. So Kartel makes Spice unblock Nuffy. Kartel makes Spice actually attack to Nuffy. It's not because of Spice why she attacked to Nuffy, you know. It's because of Kartel. You understand? So all I wanna say where Spice unblock Nuffy, she never unblock Nuffy from her heart. No, she just do it in a favor to Kartel. You understand? So Spice, Sisse, Kartel, and the crown to Nuffy. And I tell Nuffy put on the crown. And I also make the statement that will ask the question who I put on the crown. She never focused on that. What she did is give Nuffy a rain check. Tell Nuffy if you know what she might do. Because Kartel send for she. You understand? Spice shouldn't put Nuffy in a rain check. Because it was Nuffy's fault. Nuffy was called by him boss. You understand? By his boss to come do something when boss had tell him to do. So that was that was one of the biggest things me see when it comes to putting on the crown on Kartel. It wasn't organized. You understand? It was not organized none at all. Because Kartel should never have that crown nine on before it put on him head. Spice supposed to have it. Because remember, it walk out with a girl, have it on a pillow, right? And Spice beside that girl. And Spice say, yo, choose. We have two crowns. Spice say, you know, we have two crowns. Choose which one you want. Kartel turned to the crowd and make the crowd pick. So Spice shouldn't make Kartel have the crown in her hand. Unprofessional. Unprofessional. The another thing that me see during this whole thing, right, is that Spice shouldn't be the one to pass down the crown to Kartel. It should be from a king to a king, in my opinion. You understand? In a real life, a king passed down the crown. If the king dead, then we have somebody that is representing the king to pass down the crown, or automatically the crown will pass down to a son of the king. You understand? Or a family member of the king. You see me? So for me, being a man should have be the person to hand over the crown to Kartel, knowing that he is or he was the king of dancehall. The another thing we me say is that Kartel should be the man. Kartel should be the man big time. No, when me say Kartel should be the man, Kartel came out and say he gonna be the bigger person. And when him say he gonna be the bigger person, him stated that big up being the man. Right? And then him pause and say defame a king and laugh about it. That's a shade. We all know Kartel. That's a shade. So Kartel is not carrying peace as we want to think, you know. Kartel is picking war, is stirring up something because Kartel know being a man ego. So Kartel has stir up something. You understand? Uno might not want to look upon it and say he might do it, but he is. Remember a while back in our video, me telling us the Kartel need this crown. Reason by why Kartel need this crown, Kartel are gonna use it to show shades. I remember me telling you that, you know, long time now, no, and see it happening. You understand? And it not gonna stop you, so believe me. A lot of people is saying that Kartel shut down the place. In a reality, I don't see it. May I be honest with you now. A lot of they interview them where them ask who them think take the show. A lot of people have to stop and think. And these are the people that was interviewed. Most of them was interviewed on earlier that they actually came there to see Vybz Kartel perform. And when they asked the question after the show was done, who them think take the whole performance, they stop for a bit and they have like, oh, Kartel. That tells me that Kartel didn't take it. But because they are Gaza fans, then there's a Kartel. But in a reality, them know on a cartel. Because for you have to stop and think who actually take the show and you're there presently, that tells me that you don't see nobody fit. That tells me that the performance them now go on good. You understand? We don't say artists not come out and get a too little foul and whatever. But it tells me that the performance is no good. It's not ready yet. Tamale Sparta came out and Tamale Sparta said something, and him say, yo, screen record this and record this and put it out there. I'm afraid of the police and the police make me afraid. I'm not gonna lie and get afraid. Tamale Sparta, stop it. Stop. Because your career right off from Alkaline, And a lot of people don't want to get Alkaline homage, You're Alkaline dopey, Big man thing. You is Alkaline dopey. From Alkaline right off your career, you know the saying come back? Alkaline came into Montego Bay and this year and say we yummy leader. Remember, And from that you no come back, I'll know you not find another hit song, I'll know you not have a buzz in the media again, You is Alkaline dopey. So another police make you afraid, Alkaline make you timid. Make you know what come out, come sing, say. Because from what they are be for career release. The family where we know are be for career release. You understand? So, I know this police them. May admit, so the police them will target you at one point and beat them and they come out and brought you up on stage and break like a cycle. You understand? Them break like a cycle. When you got jail, what they that's your fault. And on the police, that's your fault. You understand? So, the real truth is, from Alkaline rub out your career, you don't come back. You get timid for the music. A lot of people say they won't come back to Reggae Sumfest. That's their final. Them nah come back there. You understand? Because it was a massive disappointment. A lot of them blame the stampede, and in reality, a lot of them blame the performance. A lot of them will stay back because they book for 2 nights. You understand? So they will just finish up because they already pay them money as when I listen to them interview. You understand? So for me personally, listening to these people that was at the show was a no good. We'll close that chapter here right there, so, because we have a lot more to discuss on Soundfest now. We're going to deal with that. You understand what I mean? So, just put a like on that one here. Put in a comment down in the comment section. Kaboom.